Today we have a super exciting video. We got It's a Slow Z. If you don't know him, he has an awesome YouTube channel. This is his orange. What color is this? Magma Red Z next to the Nismo. So today we're going to be doing the ultimate Z comparison. So we're going to be touching on the trim levels. So he has a base touring and I have a Nismo. And then we're touching on auto versus manual, and then tuned versus non-tuned. So first we're gonna cover all the exterior stuff, move into the interior, and then the performance stuff. Looking at the exterior, of course the biggest differences I feel like from the Nismo were like the front bumper. I think my favorite part is the daytime running lights on here. I like how it's horizontal versus vertical. The wheels, 19 rays, and you have the 18s there. The brakes you can tell are different. The Nismos come with the Akebono brakes. You have the rear bumper that's different as well. Spoiler is slightly different. I don't know if you guys can see on camera. I think that should be it for the exterior. Last but not least, of course, the Nismo badge. Moving our way to the inside, my favorite part about the car is the Recaro bucket seats. I think this was one of, if not the main reason why I like the Nismos a lot. Also small things like this, like that Nismo pad, and then if you look right here, it says Nismo 2. The other thing is this is Alcantara, like the knee pads on here are Alcantara, which feels really good. Same with here. And then the steering wheel as well has Alcantara with the little red stripe on top. Something I missed in the exterior was the headlights. It has black housing versus here, which is more like silver. Alright, so taking a look at the base model interior, you have the cloth seat. This right here was Alcantara in mine. Here it's just like a cloth plastic finish. Same thing here, cloth here. Floor mats are different. The shift boot area is different. Steering wheel is different. This is leatherish. Hey, but shout out to Nismo fam though. The base model with the Nismo, that's live. Making our way to more of the performance stuff, I guess. You see that? It's actually made by Yamaha, which is really cool. And then the Nismos come with the LSD. I don't have the Nismo exhaust anymore, but it comes with like a Nismo H-pipe versus the bases which come with the Y-pipe. Other than that, there's not really many performance differences. I know they say like the Nismo has 350 and then the bases have what, like 332 horsepower, but to the wheel I think it's like a 5 horsepower difference, which is not a lot, and then once everybody gets tuned it's about the same, so it's negligible. But we'll take a look under the hood. So under the hood, the only differences are literally that the strut bar says Nismo, and then the engine bay has like that red lining, and over here it doesn't have that red Nismo cover, and then the strut bar doesn't say Nismo. That's literally it. Everything else is the same. These 5 letters is what gives the extra 17, 18 horsepower, whatever it is. So we're gonna move on to the mods Jordan has done and I haven't done much. So what mods have you done, bro?
All it has is a 3-inch admin intakes, and you can get them powder coated any color you want. I just did silver. And it has the Megan Racing Y-pipe, and it has the Rev 9 single exit catback and ISR resonant test pipes.
And then my super stock engine bay, no intakes, no tune. Also got the YouTube sticker, plus 5 wheel horsepower there. Got the Tomei with the Tomei Y-pipe. Also something I forgot was the Nismo suspension. The Nismo suspension is different than the base. I feel like it's just a lot more stiff. I don't know what I'm trying to show you guys, but just imagine it's back there, of course. But the Nismo, how can I not say Nismo suspension? Nismo suspension. Actually, that's a tongue twister, guys. Nismo suspension. Say that 5 times. It's definitely different, and we'll talk about that when we go for a drive on both cars. We're about to go for a drive in the Nismo now. Like I mentioned earlier, he has an auto 14 370Z base touring. I have a 16 Nismo 6-speed manual. So we're gonna be comparing auto versus manual in a Nismo and a base. Also, his is tuned and mine is not, so that's gonna be the huge factor in terms of drive. But before we go for a drive, let's get a Tomei cold start. So Jordan's about to take my car for a ride now. If you could feel, 1, the Nismo suspension difference, and then 2, driving a manual versus auto, and then we'll get his thoughts on it.
Don't roast me. I don't drive stick that much.
He doesn't drive stick, guys, don't roast him. There's a Mustang over there. He doesn't want the stock motor sauce. I do have a catback. Alright, first pull of me sitting in the passenger seat with the Tomei. Jordan.
It doesn't have the top end like it needs it, but it has the torque. You'll feel like in mine, or like in this, it goes out and then it kind of just stays. But mine will go out and you can feel it like climbing. This is why I want a manual so bad. That's way too addicting, dude. That's way too addicting. If I had a manual, dude, oh my gosh, my poor car. Like, I baby my car, but if I had a manual, dude, I would abuse it, honestly. It's way too fun.
It's so funny to manual, dude.
Well, it's mainly this car, because I've driven a lot of manual cars, but it's just this car. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the rev match that gets me. Because when a rev matches, it's just like egging you on, like, yeah, just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that road sucks. It's like, it's super satisfying.
Yeah. It's just egging you on, like, yeah, like, go, do it. It's just so fun. And that, like, I watched this car for like 2 years on YouTube and it's manual. So I'm used to hearing that delay. And whenever I run mine, I hear, I'm like, nope, that don't sound right.
Oh, like
I'm so used to the delay. That, and when you admin tune it, the fire will shoot out.
Yeah. I think that's the best part about it. It's just like, it's so instant. Yeah. So Jordan just got done driving my car. We're about to go drive his car, and then we'll give you final thoughts on what I thought of his car, what he thought of my car, and then our differences, things we like, things we don't like, which is nothing, because what's there not to like about a 370Z? I've never driven a admin tuned, or actually any tuned 370Z. Wait a second. I've actually never driven another 370Z except mine. I just realized that. It's gonna feel, I think, really different for me, just because I'm not tuned, I have a manual, and driving an auto 370Z that is tuned and not a Nismo, everything's gonna be different, so I'm excited. My first time behind the wheel of another 370Z that's not mine. Remember, there's no clutch, don't forget. Also, something really cool that I bet you did not know, and I didn't know either, is that the font for the odometer is different in the Nismo. Remember that font right now, guys? It's slightly bigger than the one in the Nismo. Right, we're about to do a second gear 40 roll. My first pull in an admin tuned 370Z. Delay when you shift.
Yeah, like when you see that like 78, and when you see that 78 or like 78, 9, shift. Okay. Damn. That's fun. Bro, I can't wait to tune my car. That's awesome. Is that another Z? Yeah. Oh no, he broke down. Oh no, he didn't. Did he? Oh no. Got the Nismo, got the Z together. So I drove his car. Like I said, that was my first time driving just another 370Z in general. What are your thoughts on the manual, non-tuned Nismo? It's really fun. I mean, it's more fun than my car, but
it's slow.
That can be fixed easily.
Yeah, yeah.
It's way more fun. This is the only problem you have is just consistency. It's never going to be as consistent as auto. But I would trade my car in for a manual 14 Nismo and just redo it. Yeah. I don't care if I lose, it's just more fun. Yeah, I agree as well. I think manuals are definitely more fun, but you can be inconsistent with your shifts unless you race a lot and have like your shifts down. But I feel like autos are usually faster in races, yeah? Yeah. I think if you look at the list of the top fastest NA 370Zs in Texas, or in the US, I guess, I don't know, they're like all autos, right? Yeah. There's like one 6-speed, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're all autos, so I guess that does show something. Say bye to Jordan, guys. Oh, also, remember how I was talking about the font earlier? His car versus my car, you could see that it's different. It's like smaller here. I hope you guys enjoy the ultimate Z comparison we did. So we compared whether tuned or non-tuned, what it feels like, the differences, Nismo versus base, and then auto versus manual. This was super fun. Thank you, Jordan, for coming through. It was a super fun collab. It was a pleasure working with you. My thoughts overall on everything are, one, I love having a manual. I don't really race, so I don't care if auto shifts faster or whatever it is. Having a manual is super, super fun, and the downshifts, everything is just more receptive, more intuitive. Two, I realized I need to get intake, tune, and headers because the power difference and how good it sounds is just phenomenal. For the Nismo suspension, it feels slightly different. You can definitely feel it more stiff, and around turns, I think there's less body roll, but that could be also the combination of the seats. A manual, I think, is definitely the way to go, but
Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, auto or manual. That's officially gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a super fun time. It was really cool driving another 370Z because I've never done one, especially a tuned auto one. Thank you as always for the support. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I'll see y'all next time. Also, Happy New Year's, guys. I'll see you later.